One of the goals of the program is to challenge ourselves and challenge each other. And it's helpful to know that there's a group of people who will constantly be supporting you. It's like every time I fall, they're always there to help me get back up.
You'll be able to learn from different people, different experiences. Just be able to be a sponge and just soak up all the information and be able to take it back home and pass it down to people from our city.
I like trying to get people organised, but I also want to be a kind leader, be someone that people can trust and talk to if they need to, and I think I was able to do some of that here.
There's constantly something to do, which I love. Here at FFI, it's so great to have a bunch of friends that are from different backgrounds because you really just can broaden your mind.
Like, I've never connected with people like that in my life. I really got to know them all on a personal level. And we all got to do it in such a lovely country as well, in America. It's like a movie.
At FFI, we have an acronym for success, which is RECIPE. R stands for resilience, E stands for empathy, C stands for communication, I stands for impact, P stands for playfulness, and E stands for effort. The aspect that relates to me the most would be resilience. Whenever I was pushing my boundaries, whenever I thought I was at my limit, I would continue going.
I feel like the word that's been most important is probably empathy. I feel like I've done a lot of empathizing over the duration of this trip.
Communication. I feel like I've definitely developed that more as times went on with, talking to my peers or talking to staff and talking to new people.
I think impact resonates the most with me. This has really taught me not to be afraid, and I can make a bigger impact than I think.
Playfulness, I think the whole trip is just us laughing about everything and having the best time.
We design every single program around our recipe, and while all of these components are important, they are all underpinned by the last one, which is effort. What we're trying to impart to these young people is the idea that regardless of where you're starting in the world, the amount of work that you put in is definitely what's going to lead to being more physically and mentally healthier, as well as being more successful in your life.
All FFI programs are free. Each year we're hosting groups of participants from Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, the United States, and right here in New Hampshire. Each of them apply individually through a rigorous application process. The process is long, and that's on purpose.
The application process involves an online form with a lot of different in-depth analysis questions and short essay questions. You end up with an applicant pool of people that are up for a challenge. They don't necessarily need to be people that have a leadership position or a leadership role already. They just need to be people that are willing to dialogue with others and excited about becoming better versions of themselves. What really sets us apart is how individualized and tailored we are for each program we have. A lot of youth programs create a mold and press every young person into it to fit that mold. But we are constantly redesigning and reshaping the mold for every program we have. We integrate their fears, their goals, their strengths, and the experiences they want to make sure that we're challenging them and offering them things within fields that they're interested in.
The teams do at least 6 activities a day. Each of the activities have a purpose. Public speaking has been a big component of the program since its inception. They are truly giving their own story, where they came from, and why they're here today.
The theme of my speech was how difficult it is to enter the political space as a young Hispanic woman.
My speech was about me trying to discover myself throughout my entire life because originally I didn't really have a way to identify myself.
I went into an eating disorder, so my whole speech was just about my journey and how I struggled and how I am better now.
It was about the way that my community has impacted me and how their experiences have been different from mine, specifically in like a racial sense.
One of the beliefs we have as a part of our public speaking component in our program is that everyone has a story to tell, and we want to help you unlock yours.
Challenge by choice is a huge aspect of this program, and what that means is if they're agreeing to be on this program, they're agreeing to the challenges that we put in front of them.
Everything we do is for a reason. We're meeting so many people from different communities. We're doing so much things to push us outside of our comfort zone.
Without the weight, both metaphorical and literal, of a phone, it's just allowed for me to relax and I guess detach from a lot of my circumstances at home.
I really appreciated my time here a lot more than I think I would have if I had my phone. We're put in situations where we're forced to talk to each other. We can't just hide behind a screen, scrolling, doing whatever.
One of the biggest challenges that we give them is eating an entirely plant-based diet for the duration of their program.
We've been eating a lot of beans, a lot of rice. We eat a lot of dried mangoes. We've had vegan cookies.
The amount of choice we got with what we got to eat, it was something I would have never expected.
We offer them a lot of different resources in the world of different cookbooks that we have in the farmhouse, and we also meet with a lot of different owners of plant-based restaurants within our seacoast area.
Back home, I'm definitely gonna try to be more plant-based. Like most of the things you don't even taste the difference, and if I can make that difference in the world, then why would I not?
ILPs are individualized leadership plans. We tailor these to each participant we have, and it includes both what we want them to achieve, but also what they want to achieve as individual participants. And they're paired up with an alumni who oversees them throughout that process.
A unique part of this program is that our alumni live in the house with the group and are their direct leaders. After our participants return home, they focus on a social action project which addresses a need of their choice in their home communities. And our alumni are there to mentor them throughout the way.
And it might not necessarily be a project that is a massive undertaking, but it's small-scale community change, and that has ripple effects, and that has an impact beyond what they might be able to recognize at that time. And that is the sort of sentiment that we hope carries with them.
In 2019, our vision took a giant leap forward with the acquisition of our campus in Annalong, Northern Ireland. Annalong serves as our Europe hub and provides new opportunities for outreach. Recently, the campus hosted FFI's first ever global immersion program, uniting 8 remarkable individuals from Canada, Brazil, Austria, Turkey, Pakistan, India, Mongolia, and New Zealand. This program had the traditional FFI workshops and elements mixed in with unique experiences tailored directly for them.
It forced me to be more in the moment and to use my time I have here. I'm really excited to get to know more people who do this program and to participate in FFI.
I'm proud that I've been very understanding with more people, and everyone has their own conflicts and things that they've struggled their whole lives, and just hearing people out for their own story, and then they listen to my story.
Back in the United States, our nationwide immersion program is thriving, recently welcoming young women from 8 new states for nearly 2 weeks. They immerse themselves in the community of Newcastle, a place that has nurtured over 250 students in the past 20 years. This home and community hold a unique place in the hearts of each of the alumni who has stayed here.
What makes this program special is that while you're living with other people, you're also maintaining a home with other people.
It felt like finding the friends that you never knew you needed.
The program is built to be difficult. I feel like going through it is so worth it. I'm definitely proud of myself. I'm proud of all the people that I'm here with, and I think it's so important that if somebody wanted to be here, they should try.
Extending our reach further, we've partnered with the New Hampshire Department of Education to facilitate programs that move New Hampshire students closer to their high school diploma. Today we stand as the largest provider of in-person and out-of-school credits nationwide. This year, responding to the soaring demand, we tripled our capacity, fostering academic growth for students from all 10 counties of the state.
It's not like a typical classroom setting at all. It's full of people who want to support one another and full of people who are always there for you.
It's an extended learning opportunity. It's for kids who either don't thrive in an academic setting or who want to know who they are outside of that academic setting.
This is going to change education for a lot of students, and I'm excited because I've got this brand new attitude and perspective that I'm excited to face the world with.
Something that really stood out to me was that it was all funded for us, so no matter like your background or where you come from, like you can have this really amazing experience.
Everything that you can take away from this, be it resilience or anything, I think that is an opportunity that anyone can benefit from. The credit-bearing programs, that's just kind of icing on the cake.
It is a 1 in a million shot that an adult takes the time to look at a high school student and really let them make their voices heard.
As we move forward, Friends Forever International stands as a beacon of unity, fostering potential and cultivating a generation that embodies world peace grown locally.
Friends Forever International.
Friends Forever International.
Friends Forever International.
Friends Forever International.
Ireland and Northern Ireland Immersion Program.
Global Immersion Program.
Nationwide Immersion Program.
Credit-bearing programs.
Friends Forever International.
World Peace Grow Locally.